Hannah Georgia Hassell. I'm 9 years old and I'm a student at the Global Purpose Academy. My science project is the edible water bubble. The purpose of my project is to understand how the edible water bubble can affect the environment. My question is, how will the edible water bubble reduce the use of the water bottle? I think that the edible water bubble can help the environment. The materials that you're going to need to make the edible water bubble are, you're going to need a hand mixer, 3 bowls, a gram weight scale if you need one. You're going to need calcium lactate, sodium alginate, a rounded spoon, it can be any size. You're going to need a perforated spoon, and a nice little, and you're going to need like a regular spoon. I'm going to show you the steps to make the edible water bubble. First, you're going to need a bowl full of 1 cup of water. And doing the step 1, you're going to need your hand mixer and sodium alginate. You're going to need 1 gram of sodium alginate. So I'm going to use this scale, this gram weight measurement scale. So I have 1 gram right here. I'm going to put it in one side. And now I'm going to grab my spoon and add some to the spoon. Then I like to just keep moving it and shaking it until it gets to the middle and I get 1 gram. Almost there. That's a good amount for 1 gram. So now I put it in a bowl full of 1 cup of water. And now you're going to hand mix it until it is fully dissolved. After you mix it up until it's fully dissolved, you're going to let it sit for 15 minutes to ensure that there are no air bubbles. Next, you're going to get a bowl full of 4 cups of water. And you're going to get your calcium lactate and add 5 grams of calcium lactate to the bowl full of 4 cups of water. Then you're just going to get a spoon and mix it all up until it's fully dissolved. You're going to mix it all up. You're going to get your rounded spoon. It can be any shape, it can be any size. And you're going to scoop up your sodium alginate, and you're going to plop it right into the calcium lactate. Then you should see a sphere or a ball form, but sometimes you might not be able to see it. So if you don't see it, you can I like to get my spoon and to look for the reflection of it. And I found it right there. And you can add as much as you like, but make sure that you don't crowd the bath. So now I've been spinning it around for about 3 minutes, or you can also stir it around gently, but I like to spin it. And as you guys can see, the balls are formed. So now get your perforated spoon and take the ball out. Wow, that is so cool. Wow. Now I'm going to put it on the plate. And that looks really, really good. Wow, that looks nice. And usually, if it's not clear, then you know that you didn't do it really right. So now Lake is gonna taste it. So now we're gonna go to the experiment data. So my experiment observation number 1, I did not have the right grain weight measurement. So during the experiment, I added too much. It came out to taste very nasty. My experiment observation 2, I did not have the grain weight measurement once again. And during the experiment, I added less calcium lactate and less sodium alginate because I thought when the first experiment, what I did, I added too much, so maybe I should add a little bit less. So then the results came out to taste, it just came out like a big blob, so it didn't come out right. My experiment observation number 3, I had the gram weight measurement. During the experiment, everything looked great, and it turned out to taste just like water. My experiment observation 4, I had the gram weight measurement once again, and during the experiment, I did not stir the solutions well, and it turned out to taste like the first. It turned out to taste like the experiment number 1. It tasted very nasty and not like water. So I learned that I should have the right measurements, the right materials, and follow the directions. Edible water bubbles are strong, cheap, and easy to make, hygienic, biodegradable, and can even be eaten. The brand name of the edible water bubbles is OHO. If the edible water bubbles replace the water bottles, then that means there will be less pollution and animals and plants dying. Each year there are about 60 million water bottles thrown away in the United States. If the edible water bubbles replaced 10%, there will be 6 million less water bottles thrown away in the United States. Edible water bubbles, I think that they will truly make a difference in the world, and many people all over the world use the edible water bubbles. So if you can make the edible water bubbles and share the idea with everyone else, then we can help stop pollution and even people can get sick from it and stuff like that, and it can help global warming. So, my conclusion. My hypothesis is correct. The edible water bubbles do help save the environment. Therefore, I think that everyone should use it, and so we can be a nice, happy planet. Thank you.